Hi everyone. Thank you so much for watching Time to Travel series. We are the channel to go to if you want the secret wonders from locals' point of view. If you want to take part, just remember to like, subscribe, and let us know what country you would like to hear about in our upcoming interview. Teach me again, please, how to pronounce it.
Chontacuatlan.
Chontacuatlan. Okay, go to Chontacuatlan. The treasures of your country, which is Mexico. And we are going to learn much more interesting details from you. Please tell us shortly about yourself.
And, I love writing, I love reading, singing. I'm like a Pandora box full of surprises.
Why did you choose to write this travel series for Easymark Publishing?
Yeah, I saw this as an opportunity to explore two of my passions, writing and also Mexico, because I am a huge Mexico lover.
I mentioned 3 things that you think any tourist can easily fall in love with about Mexico.
Everything. Well, of course, the food. We have so many dishes worldwide known, not just tacos, of course, beautiful, gorgeous beaches and mountains and waterfalls.
Can you mention 3 surprising facts about Mexico?
But, we have huge cities. We have buildings that are, like any first world country.
Coming from your local cuisine?
That is worth mentioning is mole.
Okay.
Mole is a chocolate-based sauce. It's weird because it's salty and spicy, but it's, its base ingredient is chocolate.
Tourists should be aware of before visiting to Mexico, maybe some dangers or some tricky parts that you feel that is worth mentioning.
There are dangers here, of course, like everywhere. You just have to be very cautious. When you are in the streets, try to avoid using the public transportation when it's possible. The bus or thieves or, pickpockets.
Okay.
Because those kind of people don't mess with you unless you mess with them, and especially as a tourist, they live from tourists. So they don't want to mess with you in a bad way. So that's something that is important also to mention, because many people consider Mexico as a very dangerous country because of that, and that's not true. That's not really how it is.
Hiking points in Mexico that are amazing that maybe you have experienced.
And these places in Guerrero, it is an underground river, in like a cave, and you can hike. There's rock, there's cave, there's the water, and it's just beautiful. You can do a lot of things there.
You mentioned a couple of artists or artwork that are present in your country, and tourists can actually see it face to face and see the value of art.
Anthropology Museum, and there you can see a very big collection of Mexican ancient artwork.
Yeah, can you mention maybe, I'm sure people can find that information. The question is like, if you can mention 1 or 2 artists specific or even an artwork that you feel like this is the face of your cultural heritage.
Okay, yeah. One of the two of the most famous Mexican artists are, of course, Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera. And if people want to see more about their work, you can either go to Casa Azul for Frida Kahlo and the museum in Guanajuato of Diego Rivera. They live.
So it's a spiritual adventure waiting for them, yes?
Yeah, totally.
Spiritually awakened people will be interested, because that's something I think is very popular. Depends from which angle we are looking at Mexico. Okay, and maybe if we try to wrap up our conversation by digging into the details of your collaboration with Easymark Publishing and the mission we are currently on with Mark and with.
Well, I really love this women empowerment vision that you have here with Easymark Publishing. that's something that really caught my attention. I was like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to be, the woman representing Mexico. I really love that, and sharing what they are, the culture, because that makes every woman so different and unique and special. And it's so amazing to find the differences that we have as women, in different countries with different cultures, different ages and ethnicities, and so many things. And I think this project has all of that, part of that mission,
So you would say that first of all, it's inspiring for you.
Yeah, and we love Mexico, and we love the people, and we love everything, and we want to share who we are and the colors and magic about Mexico, and that's a perfect opportunity for me to do that.
Yes, colors actually, I think, is something I associate with Mexico when I think about it, like very vibrant colors with kind of fresh energy. And yeah, that's totally about Mexico. Add anything to our conversation? Maybe we forgot to discuss that you feel like that's a worthy point.
Well, yeah, I would really recommend people, if they are wanting to travel here, please, you need to taste as many dishes as you can. That's really something that you don't want to miss. And it would be a good thing that you try not the fancy, expensive restaurants. Go local, ask around, because I, as a food lover, as a Mexican food lover, I enjoy so much more the street food, the ones that are cheap and that are really on the streets. No, that for me is the best food. And you will spend so much less than if you go to a fancy, expensive restaurant. And sometimes those restaurants are not even Mexican, they are expensive, and it's not going to be as good as local food, real local food.
Okay, so the real taste of Mexico we can find in the streets in terms of food. Yes, that's what you recommend.
Yeah, and ask around. As I mentioned, people here are very warm, very cheerful and kind, and they will be willing to help you and tell you where the best places are, to buy souvenirs or to buy handicrafts or to buy food. So ask around local people. The man from the store, the man from the gas station, the lady that is going there selling something. Those kind of people will tell you where to go, and that's something that you need to experience. And just like a last tip, every state here has at least one called magic towns. The government started this program for tourist purposes.
Yeah.
And some places that have certain requirements are considered magic towns because they hold history, the buildings, they hold the culture, it remains intact. So you can really experience what Mexico really is, like the soul. So doesn't matter what state you are visiting, you need to visit the magic towns that state has. Every state has magic towns.
I guess. So if you're a magic lover, a foodie, or someone who wants to have some adventures, then Mexico is the place to go to.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Jessica, tell us about the hidden gems and treasures in your country, please.
One place in particular that is Xilitla.
Xilitla.
Yeah, that is a surreal garden. Sir Edward James, this surreal artist.
Okay.
He's British, and he built this place based on his psychedelic experiences and spiritual awakening, and also his passion for the esoterics and numerology. And he's also a big fan of Alice in Wonderland. So this is a magical place. It's like a garden. It's a construction, like a building in the middle of the rainforest.
Interesting conversation. You kind of gave us the spirit of your country. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm sure our project, and good luck with your book and with your studies, and we'll be in touch. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lilith.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.